This is not a private video because I've been doing that lately. All right, it's public because, I shoot this live every day. So if you want to join me, come on and subscribe and click that bell and, we could be live. You could be live with me because I do my videos live and this is the Let's Talk Stock Show, as I say every day when I come live. Now, on the weekends I might make a video and it's just a video like the regular YouTubers, I upload it and there it is. But anyway, I like to come live because it's easy and then we can talk over the charts together, man. So here's the Dow, man. I hate this. All right, I ain't gonna get into that part. Where you see the title, I was talking about the bottom, okay? But so we're up 300 points basically, 297. This has been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week. S&P up 33, NASDAQ up 1.76%, 134 points. If you were to blink your eyes, you would know and saw this, you would know what day of the week it is because it's been like this every day. If I showed you, I was like, what day is it? It's been like this every day. It is crazy. So the market, here it is. This is the Dow. The Dow Jones. Look at this is the weekly bar. And I got the weeklies up because it's Friday and there's only 20 minutes left in trading. Look at the size of that bar. If you want to know what the stock market did in a week, it's up 1,200 points. 1,200 points in a week. And the reason why I say, and it's even an outside bar. I want to get long so bad, but you don't want to really get long into the rip. You want to kind of wait for a dip. I hate to say it, even though you got to minus the economics of it. You got to minus what's going on in the news and just look at this chart. This is a 1,200 point bar. I said in an earlier video, not too long ago, one way to know it's a bottom or a top is the market doesn't let you get in. It doesn't give you a chance to get in. You waiting for that pullback? No. It's going to be boom, up 600. That's how the week started. What was it, 500? Oh, boom, up 500. Next day, I'm going to wait for a pull. Boom, up 200. Oh, I'll wait. Boom, up 250. Boom, 200. And it just keeps going and it just rips in your face. And then it's panic to get in. It becomes panic because people are missing it. Let's go ahead and measure this range. I know it's 1,200 points, but from the bottom. So it's basically up 5.5% for a week. I mean, sometimes that gain could be, if you was up 5.5% for a year, you'd be doing pretty good. Not bad. Stock market average is what, 8, 7, something like that. Not bad. Especially after a year that we had, so you almost got a decent year's gains, not the best, but so, okay, in a week. So people are missing this. They're totally missing this bounce, and then you'll start to get panic. So forget the news, forget the tariffs, forget the crappy jobs report, forget Mexico, forget the war, missing boats, hijack, whatever you want to call it, all that, all the headlines, and just look at this chart, and it's telling you it's the bottom. Yeah, I mean, when's the last time we had a bar like an outside week? What is the month? Well, I can't really do the month. This might be an outside month. It's setting up to be that way. I mean, it's only the first week of June, and we already retook half of last month's gain. It's more than half. Look at that. You see that? This is just a week right here. So the red bar, we opened up at the top of the month, and we just went down all month long. And in 1 week, we almost took all of those back. And, I don't know what happens next week. But so, like I was saying, the market, this is the weekly again. It doesn't give you a chance to get in. Now, it's the same for market tops. It doesn't give you the chance to get out. Okay? It's like you're up there. You're like, oh, man, if you're getting toppy, I want to sell them. Boom, we down 800 points. Ooh, gosh, you know what? Maybe I'll sell. I'm gonna sell, get a little rally. Boom, down 600. Woo! I'm gonna sell that. Just a little bounce. I don't care if we're up 100 points. I'm selling. Boom, down 400. You know, and it doesn't let you get out. All right, so that's the sign of a top. You know, you don't have time to think about it. You have to, you know, jump into that panic selling. And here, this is basically panic buying. You caught all the short. Everybody, you caught everybody short. You got long, man. It's crazy. So I want to get in, and I'm afraid I'm one of those guys. But I think this is it, man. I really do. I'm so upset because I didn't take good advantage of this bounce. This bounce had a lot of money to be made in it, and just from being a non-believer or whatever, or you waiting for the bounce to go short again. That's what's happening. People was like, oh, it's time to go short. And I did a video. I said early in the week, I said, you know, it's peeking its head above. I drew a trend line, and I said, well, you know, it's peeking its head above this. This is probably, I think I deleted. This is the Dow. Maybe it's on the, let me pull up the SPX because this might still be there. And there it is. So I had this up, okay? If people that follow me know. And let's get rid of this line here. And right there, this day, what day was that? Tuesday or Wednesday? And I said, you know, it closed above that trend line. And it was a pretty decent candle, nice little, you know, I think this, you know, we're going to go hard from here, I said. Either the other way, or we're going to go blast right through this thing. And I said, I think this is a good time to get in if you believe her. And it jumped up the next day. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to get in. And no, it's just, you know, Monday might be the same. Now, granted, you know, we could bring, the market's still headline related. If he talks about, even though, okay, we hear him talks about tariffs, all right? I don't think it's about tariffs because you see the market's ripping today because it's a shitty jobs number. We only created 75,000 jobs, okay? So the market's ripping. Why is it ripping? What's up, Juan? Why is it ripping? Because it basically guarantees the Fed's going to cut rates sooner than later, probably, you know, and if it was a high number, he probably might have waited. So the economy is slowing, lots of sign, and they just, it's all about interest rates to me. And I said was it yesterday's video? I said the stock market showed its hand because it was tariffs, man. They were talking about increasing China tariffs, Mexico, and it still was up because the Fed said it was gonna, it's ready for the recession. Basically, it's gonna start cutting, and it's been just full blast ever since. So we'll see what happens. I think I am going to look to get in, but I do need the pullback. I need the pullback. So I've been making some trades, and y'all know Amazon was my favorite trades. Now look at it coming back in. I knew it. I should have put something on it because see, I look at Amazon's coming into this resistance right here, and I want to put a trade in up here, but I've been getting blown out on the SPX because it's just been crashing up 1,200 points. I mean, that's a crash in my opinion. It's only 5.5%, but we did it in a week, up, straight up, and it was just blowing through my strike prices, you know, and turning 10 deltas into 50 deltas, and it was just crazy. So I didn't have a great week. I did good on Amazon. Let me pull up an hour. I mean, I totally caught the end of this move here. And right here, I was like, oh man, this is breaking out. It's going to, and I had the line up here. I said it's going to 1800 possibly tomorrow. I nailed this. I should have said it in the video. So what I did was I bought a whole shitload of calls. And it was crazy. I bought short-term calls and long-term. Oh man, I had about 4 calls. Now it's only 4. I call it a shitload because it's Amazon calls. Okay, you see the price of those things. Some of them 3,000, 4,000. Depends on how far you get out. I didn't want to buy too short-term because if I was wrong and it opened up down, boom, I would have lost the whole thing instantly. So yeah, it was expensive, and I did it, and I was like, when it was done, I was like, what the hell did I just do? I was so, you can't be so positive in trade. That's when you get you burnt. And I was like, oh my God. I was just thinking about the upside. And after I put on the trade, the market closed, because I put it on the end of the day, I was like, no, man. Suppose it opens. And I was like, oh man, I got to get out. Please open flat. Just open flat for me, and that's what I was praying. And, it was kind of looking down in the aftermarket and then up a little bit in the pre. I was like, okay, good. I can get out. Get out. Then when the market opened, it was up 10. And I was like, oh, I'm selling. And everybody was selling. It kind of went down. And I sold too early, basically. I missed this bar right here. And, oh man, I would have made a killing. Oh man. So I am so frustrated that I missed the trade. I was in it and I chickened out. I just wanted to get out even. Now I made some good money on it, but nowhere near as amount of money. Oh man, I bet you. I think it would have been, because I used the analyze tab, I think it would have been between $5,000 and $7,000. I missed that right there. Now it goes to show you how long I was, and so imagine that bar was the other way. That's probably would have been as much as I lost. So I'm like, that's why I had to get out. So I'm happy. It was a stupid trade, I happened to be right, but it was a stupid trade. I don't know what went over me. I was just so confident. Look at that. Look at this breakout right here, and I saw the volume increasing, and I was all in, okay? And sure enough, there it is. So, it happens. There's more money to me. Anyway, I wind up buying some long calls. Actually, I sold a 100 spread put spread, okay, for next year, because I do think Amazon eventually touches the all-time high. Look at this. I think this is a higher low, and I really think it's off to the races. From here, they talking about breaking it up, antitrust, and I don't know. I just don't think. I think it's talk, and I don't think it's gonna happen yet, because Amazon's making a bunch of money, and we'll talk about it, and antitrust, and they selling it off, but wait, we don't want to sell it too much because this company makes a boatload of money. Let's buy back. So I think that's what was going on. I mean, look at this candle right here for the bottom. This was crazy. Imagine if you caught that. Now, I was just talking about the top of the trade, but imagine he was down here, not down there, right here at 1677, and just bought one call. This is why I like Amazon. I like stocks I like things like, because Amazon rips. When it rips, it rips. It goes up 200-300 points, and you can just get in, just get on board. When it's doing this sideways chop, leave it alone. And when it's running, because you're gonna see those 40 and 50 point days. When you see it, don't wait for a pullback. Don't wait for just get in. Just get in, because it's always multiple days. This is a $2,000 stock, basically. So it's not, 40 points ain't nothing. Let me see, if it's 180, let's say 10%, if it was 180 stocks, if it was a 40-point move, it would be $4. And if it was an $18 stock, a 40-point move is just 40 cents, right? So it's nothing, man. Get in. And this is why I make pretty good money on Amazon, because other than this sideways chop, it runs. Look at this. It runs up, runs down, runs up. And wherever those moves is happening, that's the side you want to be on. Now, right now, I think it's going to stall here, because we bumped right into that resistance. And you can see it happening now. And it's holding it. Look, it's like, it's not even trying to drop down back into it. And I think once we go through, boom, we're going to be like 1900. And it just moves. It just goes. So this is a great stock to trade, and own. Let me tell you something. Close your eyes, and where's Amazon going to be in the next 20 years? What do you think? If you had best guess. Okay, there you go. That's why you got to buy Amazon. Anyway, SMH, I did a video on that the other day. I talked about, I said, oh man, this is a great bottom. there was my line. I don't know why. I can't remember why this line is right. Oh, I think okay, right there, this breakout candle, and I wanted to put a trade in below that. What's stopping me? I want to still do it. I think let's look at the weekly. Yeah, I just feel it's a little early. I want to. Can it continue? I don't know. And then I look at you got AMD, which is just ripping and getting ready to go into this double top right there. Okay, so it's getting ready to crash into that, and most likely it's gonna pull back. So here's some old drawing I drew, and you can see how it did exactly what I was expecting, like an ascending triangle. And there's the move. There's the blow through, and I think it's gonna go right here. Stall, go down, whatever. Okay, so it's already coming down at the end of the day now. So here it is. So AMD is close to the top. Let's look at NVIDIA. And look at NVIDIA. It's not even really participating today. It's up 1.2%, but not like the other chart. Not like it's weak, and I want to see some strength here as well. And that's what's got me. This is the weekly. That's what's got me kind of look at the daily. Look at how weak that bounces. So it's got me afraid to do that trade, because these semiconductors, they all over the place. I still like it as a trade. I don't know. I just need more evidence, and it seems like it's all AMD. Let me look at Intel. Yeah, Intel looks better than NVIDIA. The hour, huh? Look at the hourly. It's doing not really. I almost got to take that back. It's just, chopped around there, support, a little lower. I guess my line might be off, and it broke through, but it was a weak breakthrough. It's weak. There's nothing there. Hindsight 2020, man. That's all about charts. All we could do is take a little bit of this hindsight and try to put it forward and see what our best guess. But charts basically charts emotions, because that's why you could kind of make money, because the emotions are the same. When it goes up, double top, and it sells off, because this is people's emotion. People are like, oh, I'm out. Those people that was at the top that bought at the hey, let's go back to the AMD. And it's also a lot of chart patterns too. So if we look at, see all these people right here that bought, right? Everybody right there lost money, right? They are losers, and they thought it was going up to the moon, blah, blah, blah. And they hold it on, and they want their money back. So when it gets up here, they're going to start selling into that, right? And then, of course, the people that watch charts and stuff know it's a double top. They're going to start selling into it. I mean, this is one of the greatest patterns if you want to short. Double tops, it's always going to go down. I just don't know how far down it's going to go. So, this is people making money, losing money, and it's very emotional, greed, fear, all that stuff. So the chart patterns plot that. They basically plot it. And so most of the patterns that you see are the same across all charts, because it's all about making, winning, losing, fear, greed, and that's why, even though hindsight's 2020, foresight is not too bad. It's not being blind. You can kind of go with a little direction. I mean, look how these things trade. Right here, it didn't even reach the double top. Okay, look, it took 13 years to kind of make another move, and maybe it comes back down. The further you go back, the more it means nothing, because I don't think these people in 2005 are still holding on. They're like, oh, can't wait, and they patiently waited 13 years. So they don't really count. It's got a little bit, it matters a little bit, but not as much as this one. This top over here matters. So and then of course way over here in 2000. Damn, I didn't even know it was that high in 2000. I like AMD. I build my computers myself. AMD chips all the time, forever. Anyway, so that's why I'm not really positive with the SMH, even though I think it's great. I like it, but Some stocks are just kind of Seems like it's just an AMD run. And I don't know. I could pull up more stocks in the SMH, but I'm just going with the majors that I mentioned. Okay, just buy gold and silver, and man, gold. I'm not a fan of gold. I could bring up this chart and we'll see. You can see why. I mean, there it is. Look what it did. I mean, it had its move way back there, and I remember, all the gold bugs. Oh, you can buy gold, blah 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 blah. But for the most part, since 2013, 12, actually, I can't even way back here when it basically up to 2011, nobody made money in here. The stock market since 2011. All right, here we go. Let me get my right tool up. Come on. All right, so let's go from 2011 to now. We are still down. Oh man, I gotta always do that. We are still down 30% from 2011. Does gold pay a dividend? And no, GLD doesn't. So, what did I say? 30% move, right? 2011. Really? Let's go to the SPY. And you see where I'm getting at, right? Let's go to 2011. Let's kind of go ahead and start the trend line and come up to today. You're up 134%. So this is where you want to be. You can't buy, in my opinion, gold and silver. That's, it just doesn't do anything. And that's where we can easily just go into hindsight, use that hindsight, and just see what it's done. It's just not the greatest investment in the world. Maybe it's gonna have another run like this, but it didn't happen yet. And you can see these lines. I'm watching it because there it is. If it could break out of there, if it could break through, and it's trying, I think it might be worth to get back in for a trade. Because once everything is all good and it's all over, most likely when this is going up, the stock market's gonna be going down. Okay, and when it's all over and it's kind of fixed and everything's starting to look rosy again, you want to sell this and get back into stocks. This is gonna go back down and go sideways again. But yeah, I'm watching that level because it's very. Let's go ahead and put an alert in. I usually know. I'll put an alert in right about here. Yeah. And that way, I'll get a text to let me know when the gold is above there. Then I can think about it again. We could look at silver. These are the ETFs. Okay, look at silver, man. Straight down. Look at that. And I could chart that for you, but you could see what's happening since 2010. All the way down to here, you lost 70%. So if you had $1,000, you lost 700 of it. You got $300 left. And if you were to take that $1,000 in 2011 and put it in the stock market, you would have had about $2,300, something like that. And so there you go. There you have it. You just can't do it. It goes nowhere. You want to buy things going from the lower left to the upper right, up. Things that go up. If it ain't going up, and that's one of my rules. If I look at a chart and it ain't going up, I don't want nothing to do with it. I want stuff, unless it's a quick trade. But I trade stuff generally that goes up. I don't like sideways action. I don't like downward action. Remember, I like being on the home team. I want stocks that go up, and generally stocks that people like, because I know like I'm just bringing up Tesla. Tesla lost it today, so was a high now in a 300 point or 260 point now. Dow Jones is up, Tesla is down. So all the buying frenzy going on. Let me clear these lines. All the buying. Tesla is not participating. Yep, so it might just come back and break that low again. That's what it says. I'm shocked, actually. I thought it could be at least even. So they coming out of there. Where's the money going today? I think it's going into, at least you've seen the NASDAQ. I guess it's going into FANG. Here's Facebook up 3%. Look at that candle. Look at the chart, by the way. Juan, see how's this going? Boom, lower left, upper right. Just, you want things that go like that. Remember, stocks have a tendency to go up 70% all the time anyway. Okay, that you could that's why the SPY is good, which is the SP 500, which is basically the top 500 stocks. And that's why you just want to keep buying that. And it pays a dividend. Okay, it's like a 2-point-something% dividend. So when it goes, the natural tendency is going up 70% of the time. So you basically make money 70% of the time. You don't really have to worry about it going flat, although it could do anything. Okay, I understand it can go down forever, go to zero. It can go flat, but generally over time, from the history, looking back, goes up 70% of the time. All right, so that is a crazy candle right there. Right. I wonder, it's too high. I was gonna say to sell under here, but it's kind of too far away. But that it looks like the low could be in for now. That's Facebook up. And what was the other one? Apple. Now we know Apple got China problems. Apple's up 2.66%. Look at that candle. Totally different from Facebook. While this was going up in the beginning of the week, this Facebook was going down. And there it is. That's a nice entry. And they got problems with the tariffs. Let me tell you something. If that China tariffs, though, don't work out, this is going lower. So I think it's more of belief that the tariffs are going to work out again. Looks like silver's going to break out. I know that was a joke, Juan. It's got to be. Break out and down. Tesla's going into the light truck market. Yeah, Tesla, but the thing is they broke. They need money. They got great. The cars are beautiful, and they have money problems. So they could easily go bankrupt, and although I think somebody's going to buy them. Somebody would buy them. And I think, I just don't see Tesla going to zero and being bankrupt. I do see them, the struggle being on, I just see somebody buying them, either go private or maybe Apple picks them up, but it's going to be a money machine. Meaning if you buy them, you're going to be dumping a lot of money into that little business, but they make great equipment. They got great vision, money, and that's what's going on. I don't know the financials too much, but I know they need a lot of money. And every time the stock goes up, they got to sell shares and get more money, and they blow it. And it's all that light truck. It's expensive to make, But what am I looking at? Apple. What was the other thing? Facebook. Netflix. I just hate Netflix. Oh, shoot. Look at Netflix. Not only up 1%. See, this is relative weakness. Oh, man, it almost tells me this thing is going to break. You see my lines here? I got the channels drawn. I'm ready. I don't think this is not good, in my opinion. And this is the one that they talk about. Oh, this is antitrust friendly. Basically, the government can't come out to this. They don't have a monopoly in anything. Everybody's streaming, And for a big day like this, where the NASDAQ is up 2.5% or whatever, Netflix is only up $1. It's been trending down for half the day. Let me look at the minute, or that's the hourly. Let's look at the 5-minute. Look at today's action, up and just coming down. So this could be a top right here. That's an interesting trade that I just may put on after. Oh shoot, market's closed. It's 4:06. Anyway, this could be a short-term high, 365. One of the things when the stock market is blowing up, when you have these big up days and your stock ain't participating, you need to sell it, okay? Because that's what people are telling you what they want. They're telling you where they want to be. And nobody wants to be in Netflix. It was up today, but not like the other chart, not like the other stocks. Same thing in the down market. Down market will almost tell you the best stocks to buy. Not all the time, though, because sometimes they buy in safety stocks. When the market's just slamming down and your stock is not ads down, because usually when it's going down, man, all stocks are down, all of them. But he's like, wow, man, this one is only up down 0.25%. That means when it's over, when the turmoil's over, it's going up. So anyway, that's what's going on, and that's it, man. What other questions we got? Yeah, that's it. So thanks, Juan, for being. Oh, Life Like I, introverts. And I didn't even see your name, babe, but I saw Juan say hi, introvert. Anyways, that's that, man. That is that. So, yeah, look at the volume here in this last. What is this? The 5 minute? Wow, people selling in the last minute. The volume was coming in there. All right, so anyway, that's the market. I know it's crazy. I just think it could be the bottom. I'm not looking at the economics. That was a crazy weekly S&P. And let me go to. I started with the Dow, even though it looked like the market's giving it up, but it was up. It's all right if it gives it up towards the end. It was up 1,200 points this week. There it is, man. Look at that candle on that thing. Let me pull up the SPY. I want to see the volume. That was the index, the S&P 500 index. This is the ETF. Yeah, and it's got good volume. Right down here, I'm looking down. Can you see that? Not bad volume. I mean, it's not the average volume, but generally the candles like this are strong and they continue to go. Generally, right? Generally these big body candles, I call them. Some people call them wide range candles or wide body candles. Or generally, when you start to see them, it continues to go that way. Like here, remember this candle? See, we was going up, and then see this big candle. That was a sign. Get out. Matter of fact, get out. It showed you his hand, and look what happened. It happened to end. It ended on. That's like. This is when you see it on the bottom like that, it's more like an exhaustion. Like, basically everybody's sold. Everybody's out. And then here it is again, coming back up. So we coming down. You see this another big body. It's not as big as this one. Exhaustion. And then boom, right back. An outside weekly candle. I mean, this has the, looking at the history, Juan, going back, this will generally be higher, and you almost see, well, it's a weird, you see, it's not the perfect Head and Shoulders, but it looks Head and Shoulder-ish. It kind of looks cup and handle-ish. It's not a round cup, but, yeah, I know it's crazy. This doesn't seem like it, but maybe it's the greatest fake out ever. I tell you what, if this doesn't go up, and I probably could say this with some degree of safety, if this doesn't go up, this fails, and we actually go the other way, it's gonna go down big. It's gonna go down big. This is the fake out of all fake outs, and everybody's gonna be selling, and hopefully it stops down here. So I think I can probably say that with some kind of degree of safety. Like, here's an instance. Let's look at this right here. See, and this is where history helps. Remember, I just said it. See, look at this candle. Kind of the same thing, right? And then, can I put it up here? It looks like, wow, look at the size of that candle. It's almost an outside candle. Almost. Nah, I don't, Cashmatic. Oh, you driving? Yeah, don't look too hard at the screen. Nah, I don't have any weed stocks. I was eyeing one, but I never did pull the trigger on it. What was I gonna do? All right, yeah. So okay, so right, it looks like it's gonna go up, and then we had this boom, it totally reversed, big ass red candle outside, meaning the top and the bottom is outside of the previous candle, and then look what happened. It just went boom. It just fell out. The bottom gone. Well, that's what's going to happen here. If next week's candle or the week after next is just, we get one of these ugly, nasty red candles, it's gonna just do one of these drops, like, boom, and just to fake out of all fake outs, and so let's see what it does. But right now it's in shape. I mean, this candle took out the last 3 weeks. No, the last 2 weeks. So here's, what am I doing? There's one. Here's the top of the candle. Yeah, look at it. It took out damn near the last 3 weeks outside for the last three. Just crazy. And that means, I don't know if these guys were selling. They all wrong. If anybody was shorting in here and didn't cover, they're getting killed right now. I mean, I was getting killed with bearish spreads. Selling, Cashmatic, I was selling the 285. I mean, I was way out of the money all week long. And it was just going, if I sold the 10 Delta tomorrow, it would be there. That 10 Delta is 45 or something like that. It was just crazy all week. I'm trying to pull up the hourly. Yeah, I guess this is the week right here. And, you're selling up here, way up here, because you're waiting for it to kind of go back down, and just straight up, just blew through them all. So I didn't do, this was an okay week. I was on the wrong side, though. I should have just been positive, and it's hard to do that after this kind of drop over here. So that is what is up, man. That's my feeling. So there it is. The bottom is in. Be safe, Cashmatic, out there driving. She's cleaning. Life Like I is cleaning. Oh, and then she also, I guess I just alerted her from Juan saying hello. All right, so yeah, if you still, you're driving, I don't want to ask you a question, but maybe you can get in the comments. I was going to say, after the fact, I was going to say, what do you think, Cashmatic? You think a bottom? Don't think about what's going on in the condo. Don't start putting the tariffs and the trade, blah, blah. And here's another thing. If we want to put some fundamentals, or what's that word I'm looking for? Headlines or whatever. Trump, all right, we're getting ready to go into the election campaigning and all that stuff. And man, he can't have it go into a recession. If he's campaigning and he goes into a recession, if we go into recession and it's starting to be an election, he is not going to win. It's not going to happen. So he needs, his number one priority to help him win again is to not have this economy in a recession. Maybe that makes him say, oh, Chinese, okay, the tariffs are good. Then after the election, he puts them back on, something like that, But if it's a recession and we're getting ready to go to the polls and stuff, and, the whole debate, because then the debate, he's got to answer reason. He ain't going to win, right? It's one reason, why Obama made it. Because who was before Obama? Bush. He was in a recession. I mean, the stock market, that 2008 crash. I mean, that was going on during the what do they call it? The debates and all that stuff. You remember, was it McCain? He said, I think it was McCain. He didn't go to a debate or something like that. He's like, I got to go to Washington and fix this economy. It wound up being the dumbest move ever for his campaign. He wound up losing or something like that. Anyway, I mean, there's nothing he could single-handedly do. He was a senator. Anyway, yeah, so that's, I think, going to be on our side, because don't matter what the economy looks like, Trump's going to wind up saying the right things and doing the right things just for a year and a half, okay? Just until his 2020 year. And actually, I'm calling now. I said it in my comments. I think this is when it goes down. I think it was talking to Cashmatic, I think. Oh, you stopped. Okay, I think yeah, man. No, I always mess with the SPX. It's bigger moves, bigger stock, kind of. I think 2020 is the year it just doesn't make it, because all the other years, 2008, it was a presidential year. I think 2000 was a presidential year. The 2000 crash, 2008, and 8, 9, 10. Was 2012? Wasn't the 2012 one? 2000, no. This is too, yeah, kind of. There was a little something going on here in 2012. This little dip right there. No, this is 2012. No, yeah, well, this. We get that every summer or something. Anyway, but that's my guess. I'm thinking another year and a half, and maybe we get something serious. But I don't know. Wow, now that I look at this chart, that December looks like it could have been the low easily. I mean, it looks like that could have been the low. And this drop right here was the retest. Generally, we have retests. You can come over here, look at this, boom, boom, here, boom, boom, and you come. What was it? I'm trying to right here, boom, boom, right here. Well, kind of hung out down there a little bit, and then 2008 was a total V bottom. V. There was no retest, no nothing. And people saying, because this is going to be the retest. Yeah, 13 years later, we got to retest it. 13, or test it, I should say. Now we got to come back down to here to see. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, all right, so that's it. I'm going to end this video. Killer week, man. Killer week. So strong. I missed it. So strong. You know, it hurt. It always hurts to lose money. But I don't know if this is a natural feeling. It hurts when you miss it. And that's that fear, that greed, emotion, fear, whatever, because you start, if it keeps going up, you just get in, it becomes panic buying because you're missing it. You're missing it. Everybody missed it. If you believe this market was going down and it jumped up on Monday, none of them people bought. You know, lots of volume here, though, yesterday and today. So, I think those are the shorts coming out, though. I don't know if those are the buyers getting back in. You know, so remember I sold my my stock portfolio where I buy stocks. This is like I trade here. And I'm just waiting for almost like a new high. I don't even want to play around maybe until we get a new high. I know that's crazy, but it works for me. You know, I don't have to. I want to catch the bottom. Now, if I was going to get in, I wanted to get in. And I was going to only put a little bit in. And I missed it. Now, if it comes down to here, I'm definitely getting it in. If it touches anywhere close, then I'll be getting in. And then I'll just take my chances going lower after that. But, because it might chop around and, do all of this. And, I just won't be participating. But you believe it or not, we only a few percentages off the all-time high. Is that the high right there? I'm trying to get to the day chart. I need to stop talking. My mouth is dry. 2%, 1.9 I'm showing. That wasn't the greatest. Here we go. 2.4. 2.5% from the all-time high. We have another move like today. We damn near at the all-time high. 2.5% after all of that turmoil. And just last Friday, it was looking like, oh my God, we're going lower. Here it is next Friday with 2.5% from the all-time high. That is crazy. That's crazy. At all those circumstances, we got a shitty jobs number, 74,000 people. Tariffs going on. You put all the headlines in. You put them in. What are we? 2.5% off the all-time high. That's crazy. That's why sometimes that's why I want to say sometimes you got to eliminate what's going on in the news and just kind of look at the charts and setup and actually what's happening. This is the real deal. This is weird. This is truth right here. So you think of the news, you'll be on the wrong side all the time. Or even what they're saying, oh, we're going down. You heard it all week. Oh, we're going down to 2,600 on the S&P. If you and look at all of them. We didn't do it. So that's why I'm saying people's wrong. Juan says, I missed the trucking videos, damn it. Get back into old mode, bro. Nah, man, it's over. I'm sorry. I appreciate you sticking around, though, but it's over, I still drive trucks. I don't go far at all, but I don't want to be necessarily make videos and postal videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's over. I like this, Juan. I like talking stocks. Look, I do live. When's the last time you see me do live videos who's doing a live video every day? Talking about this right off the top of the head for an hour. I like it. What made me like it, because I used to watch people that do it, and I was like, man, and I could listen to them, no matter if they're good, suck, whatever, because I just like talking about the market and stuff like that. And so I just listened to them talk, whatever, and so I was like, I'll do the same thing. So that's kind of what made me start doing it as well. And it's just kind of me going back. I tell you what, it helped my trading out, because I'm actually talking it out. I say that in some other videos. I'm talking out what's going on. I never did that before. You doing it in your head. Oh, it's going down. But I'm talking out, and then I can also go back and reference what I said. I'm like, wow. And I'm realizing that I'm right. I mean, if you go back, I've been right about damn near everything. I'm not necessarily making the right trades because I'm not trusting myself. Just like the Amazon trade this morning I was telling you about. I sold, I got scared. But I've been right. And so I need to start saying, all right, I need to start trusting what I see, or what, I don't know. It's kind of unbelievable. How could I be right like that? The professionals ain't even right, and they on TV, and they on TV and stuff. How am I right? But I've been right since I've been on. Go watch the videos; they all there, and watch some of the things I'm talking about, and it's kind of amazing. I'm not the greatest tech. I'm not sitting here. I don't have the language. Oh, the Fibonacci, and I'm not doing all that. Oh, we down here and look at this gap high. I'm not doing all that technical type talk. I'm just really looking at basic stuff called support and resistance. Just looking back and drawing straight lines, trend lines, right? And maybe a little volume and stochastic. That's my favorite indicator. I don't talk about too much. It's more of a confirmation. So if you look at, what is this, a SPY? I mean, look at it right now. And this is why it's kind of, you see this channel we in? This is the day. We kind of, right there, we're at a high. We have this, we could go right back down to the bottom of this channel, even though I'm saying I think this could be the bottom, right? I did say that. But, it could easily go back down, because like right here, you pull up the daily and it's right there at the top. You pull up the weekly, it's the same thing, but you actually look at that body, that extension, that wide range body, and you see the outside day and the week. So it makes you know from history that goes higher. That tends to go higher. Now what could happen, go back to the day, that it could come back down and then go back up. It doesn't necessarily have to go up to here, and it probably won't. It probably will come back down, and not necessarily to the bottom trend line, but it just hang around in there a little bit, and then blast through. So it doesn't have to happen right away. And so maybe when it does come down a little bit, I'll nibble in just a little bit, see what happens. And if it gets below here, I'm out again. That's going to be my stop. And this should be everybody's stop if you want to take a chance. That right there. If it busts below that, get out. So you got a little risk, because we're far away from it, but not much, so that's what my plan is, Anyway, so what I was talking about, talking through it. He said, when my wife plays blackjack, she says scared money doesn't make, yep, that is so true, because I go to the casino, I do craps and roulette. Craps is really my game, and you can have a lot of money out on that table at craps before somebody craps out. And if you get scared and want to pick that money up, you won't make any money. You gotta leave it out there. You need money to make money in anything, right? You need money to make money no matter what it is. It's crazy. You got people, oh, I started this on a shoestring budget. You still needed money to make it. And then also, all those people's wanting to sell you the secret on how to do it. Yeah. So what happened to your little thing? Now you got to sell me to. Why you wanna make me rich? Because their little thing ain't working. They feel like there's more money doing that. There's more money selling to you. I used to be. Here's a quick story. I used to rap. It's all my videos are right here on the channel, Cashmatic. If you go back, I think I have a playlist called Hip Hop Saturdays or something. You can check out my music. And I used to produce. I did everything. I produced, rap, everything. If you hear that music, I did everything. Okay, and I got my buddies on it. We rap as well. And when I decided, you know what, I'm probably not gonna make it because it's all about meeting the right people, not necessarily the music you're gonna put out. I decided it was going to be more money helping other people trying to make it. And that's what I did. I started making beats for other people and helping them record, helping them support their dreams. And that's where the money was at. Anyway, but so yeah, once I decided, you know what, I don't think I'm going to make it. Because one thing about hip hop, and it's out of all the genres, man, hip hop, you gotta be a certain age, man. You gotta be young. You get old, you get washed up. Rockers can rock forever as long as you breathe, and you can be on a cane, you know. And with hip hop, no, just the legends, only legends can get away with that, like Jay-Z and LL Cool J, and. But if you new, try coming out new at 45. See how far you get. Anyway, no, I don't use the RSI. This is my favorite. This is my favorite one, and I like it when it comes out of this oversold condition, and not just necessarily straight up like it's doing now, which is good. I like when those lines are split, man. I like when you getting separation. That's when I'm like, oh man, I'm going all in. But yeah, if you look here where it's busting out, look, I mean, it lines up with every up move, so you see, just look at them. There's one big major buy points, anytime it's going up. So when it's coming down, you need to be out. When it turns up, it's a good time to get in. That's my favorite indicator, and I don't use it necessarily to trade. It's more of a confirmation. I kind of look up here and say, yeah, man, I think this is going up, blah, blah. Like here, I was like, let's look at the weekly. Here, oh yeah, man, it's going up, blah, blah, blah. But you see, if I look at the stochastic, it's not confirming yet. It's still kind of heading down. The lines didn't cross over. So I need a little bit more time, just a little bit more time. So I'm calling this bottom early. But, like I said in the daily, I think it could go down. It could bounce. It can go, mess around in that little channel, right? Then go up. So that's my favorite too. And, if you go to the studies, and here, look at all of these studies, these charts. It's unlimited. It is unlimited, and you have to put what works for you in the chart. And I wouldn't suggest getting a whole bunch of them. Just get one or two. And by the way, I use Bollinger Bands as well. As you see, I got them on. Sometimes I take them off just to clean up the charts. And this 950 moving average crossover. Right, so when it crosses over, it's more. I like it on a daily. I could say, it's going up, or whatever. It's going down, blah blah blah. This helps out a little bit. So that's my favorite indicators. But this is it. And this is work. Go back to my videos and use when I say, oh man, stochastic part. It's been right. I love it when it comes out this oversold condition and points up, because look, it never does that. Right, look at going way back. The last time it did that was December 24th. When it crossed over, the two lines crossed over on December 26th, right? The day the market started going up, and then it came out of that oversold area above the blue line on December 28th. Look, it puts you in the trade at the right time, and you could have made all this money going up. Yep. Don't worry about when it's up here. When it breaks, when it's bouncing up here, it's all good. It's when it comes back down below the blue line, you might want to consider getting out. All right, especially when the line, actually this pink line is supposed to be green, but when that red line is on the bottom, the crossover here, that's like your signal. That and it crossing that blue line. So that's my favorite. You got fast stochastics, you got the slow stock, man, unlimited things. MACD. There was another one I liked. I forgot the name of it. But I think a lot of traders like the MACD, right? I used to use that, but I found out this was better and got rid of the MACD. I used to have them both up, but then you get confused. Oh, this is a confirming. Just get one. I'm telling you, one, and go with it, you know? All right, man. Juan, thanks for appreciating. I know I ain't doing the trucking videos. Thanks for, man, I really appreciate you being, you still being here. That's awesome. So, yeah, I'm sorry I don't do them, man. I'm sorry, but hey, they still on the channel. You can go back and check them out. All right, man. I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I'm tired. I got to work tomorrow, work tonight. I got energy boost, but I'm going to need some energy sleep. That's an inside joke. Ain't that right, life like I? All right, so thanks for watching, everyone. So let's see what the market does next week. I don't know. I'm calling it a bottom. I know it's crazy, but like I said, below this 27, 275, 275. Let me pull up the SPX because let's pull up the whole index. Below that right there, that 27.27. What is that low? 27.28. Get out. And it's only that big range because we had such a killer week. I mean, that's 1,000 points to the downside, 1,200 points to the downside. And I'm saying, okay, get out then. But you do want to get out. It doesn't. What I'm saying, this is the bottom. Of course, it's the bottom until it's not the bottom, but it's the bottom until it's 27.28 gets broken. So then it won't be the bottom no more. So, of course, it can come down, but it's still the bottom. It's only not the bottom until it breaks that low right there. All right, so that's it, man. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you, and I'll see y'all on Monday. Hopefully, maybe I'll make another video coming back on the weekend. You never know, but I try doing at least Monday to Friday, and I do it live. So you got to hit the subscribe, you got to hit the bell, and join in. All right, thanks, Cashmatic One, Life Like I. I'll give you a call in a minute. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace. Now I just got to find my end button. Found it.